Hello and welcome to level 7 of this Let's Play. I'm going to read right away the description for this level. Here you'll be under close scrutiny from the Ministry of Health, so make sure that your accounts show that you're making a lot of cash and that your reputation is riding high. We can't afford unnecessary deaths, they are bad for business. Make sure your staff are in tip-top form and you've got all the equipment you need. Get a reputation of 600 plus $200,000 in the bank. So essentially this level doesn't really introduce anything really new. We had the introduction of epidemics in the previous level, and the truth is that from now on we will not really see any major changes apart from the addition of new illnesses and cures. But other than that, the game should be pretty much the same. The only difference will be the map, obviously, and the requirements in order to finish the level, which will be higher and higher, as well as the minimum limits that you will have before you lose a level. Essentially, when we're talking about the bank balance, if it's too low, you can lose the level, so you need to be very careful. So I'm gonna start the usual procedure.
Patients, have your credit cards ready?
The receptionist desk, which I already created. I already hired some doctors, and I'm building the GP's office at the moment. And then I'm gonna open the gates to the public. I'm gonna change these before I forget. And okay, well, as you can see here, I'm given this plot area here, which is separate from the main plot area. From what I see in the map, yeah, probably we're gonna have difficulties with the epidemics, because I remind you that if a patient leaves the hospital in order to go to another plot area which is not connected to the previous one, then they are the inspector will come and you can get in trouble. In this level, I'm also going to try to build the staff room without any pool tables or video games. It will be just sofas and a TV, because the TV doesn't really make any difference in the sense that they don't really use it. It's just there. It's mostly decoration, so they don't waste time to get up from the sofa and go to the pool table or anything like that. I'm also going to build the research department here, and after that I'm going to build
Patient message, credit cards required.
I'm going to build the training room. Let's see if I have any researcher available. I do. He's a simple doctor, but that's okay. And the training room here. No, this is a good thing because they are all close to the staff room, and they should be generally.
Doctor required in GP's office.
So, as I've probably said too many times already, the training room should have as many chairs as possible. And it should also have, well, 2 bookcases and a skeleton. I'm not sure if they make any real difference, but well, I guess it keeps them a little bit happier. I think I had hired a consultant before. Yes, this guy here. So he can train this surgeon. Of course, then I'm without doctors. We'll see how it goes. If needed, perhaps I will be transferring the consultant from here to wherever he's needed. Not sure if that will work, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna try it. No. I want them to be researching drugs.
Doctor required in GP's office.
Okay, so I have a patient, so I need the consultant here. Probably this system is not gonna work because it's just going to be tiresome to be doing this thing all the time. So okay, that's great. I got this guy who is a consultant, psychiatrist and a surgeon. I'm gonna build the psychiatric room, clinic, whatever. And no, as usual, the same mistake. The only problem here is that no, I'm not going to build it there. I'm going to build it here. Yeah, it should be fine here.
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
Sometimes the mouse doesn't really respond to my actions, especially because sometimes the game lags. I don't really know why. It's a little bit annoying, but let's not forget that this is an old game. And this is the GOG.com version. Let's see if there's any other doctor that is worth it, and another one that is good. Okay, so this consultant goes back here, and I'm also gonna hire, I think there were 2 surgeons available. That's good.
Doctor required in GP's office.
And my first patient has been cured.
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
And a drinks machine
Doctor required in
here.
GP's office.
You can actually get a trophy for selling drinks, which is a good thing, of course. So you should be placing down some drinks machines. I don't have a pharmacy yet. Okay, an oversight. I'm gonna build it here. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't really have a very good nurse available here, so I'm gonna have to settle with this one. Listens to the radio, very friendly, and enjoys a laugh. Okay. Sweaty palms. I don't think we've seen that description. Unfortunately, I skipped it.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
And I don't think I have a handyman. Yes, I don't. So, 1, 2... and perhaps a third one. No. Enjoys. Ah, yes, we've seen that before. Enjoys river widening. Deaf as a post. Smells faintly of cabbage.
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. Doctor required in
Change of
GP's
month,
office.
especially when there is a change of when the month changes. You should be checking what doctors you have available. For example, here I have a consultant surgeon and another consultant was available, and this surgeon researcher. Those are good doctors, and you should be hiring them. It's true that in the beginning you're probably going to have financial problems just because of that, just because of having too many doctors. But once you survive the first 2 years, you will be able to win the level fast after that. So I highly recommend that you hire any doctors that you can get if they are good. Another consultant here. Okay, perhaps I'm overdoing it a little bit right now, but we'll see. We'll see. If things get too difficult, I'll see what I'll do. An inflation room. Okay, this can be created here, I suppose. It's a little bit small here, but that's okay. I mean, that's not really okay, but I don't want to waste this space completely, because any room I decide to build here will have to be small, unfortunately. So it doesn't even have space for a plant. Okay, that's perhaps too small, but okay. Let's test it. Let's see what happens. If they really complain, I'm just not going to do that ever again. Radiator, and I think I haven't changed this here. Yes. Remember, you should generally, I think, set it to the maximum level so that you don't really have to place down an enormous amount of radiators. Or number, or whatever it is. Sweaty palms. Okay, 21st of June. Halfway to the first year, and I still don't have serious financial troubles. That was bad. One person with kidney beans. No, I cannot handle this situation right now. So yeah, I keep getting cases that require an operating theater. That's a bit of a nuisance, but it happens. What I could use right now is a much better nurse than the one that I have. She's a little bit weak. Yeah, way too many cases that require an operating theater, unfortunately. The bloody head guy, 90-80% chance. I'm gonna take a chance on the possible cure. Uh, 10 people with invisibility. No, that's just too much. Or rather, I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna build a second pharmacy. Otherwise, there's no way I'm gonna make it. And I'm also gonna need another nurse, of course, because right now I only have one. So I'm gonna build another pharmacy here, a temporary one. And then, when the emergency is over, so I'm gonna sell it when the emergency is over. So I'm not gonna place down more stuff in there, because once the emergency is over, I'm not gonna need 2 pharmacies. That's overkill. So in fact, I probably shouldn't be placing down anything other than benches here. I'm gonna place down these benches just so that the invisibility guys can sit there, so as not to be very far from the pharmacy. Okay, and let's speed up the game and let's see. The problem with invisibility, I think I've said this before, is that it takes a little bit of time to cure the patient, because the animation takes a few seconds, as opposed to other illnesses. in which they just drink the medicine and that's it. But if you see here in the default speed, you can see that it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 seconds to get cured. That's quite a bit. Okay, and now I got screwed up because I didn't notice that my nurse was not there, and I'm gonna get more loan because I need to hire another one. And I think it's probably too late already. Let's see, 3 patients here and 3 here. Well, actually, maybe I'm gonna make it. Let's see. Because otherwise it means that I would have to have 3 pharmacies, but I don't think so. I think that with 2 you can cure 10 cases of invisibility. And yes, I did it. So I'm gonna repay the loan. I'm gonna let's see, who is the worst? Uh-oh, I'm gonna replace... No, I don't have money. Don't have money. I have to replace this or it might get destroyed. Let's see what kind of earthquake it was. No, well, false alarm. It was not a strong one. From times used 0 it went to times used once. So probably I wasted my money replacing it. So let's see which nurse is going to get fired. Actually, 2 of them will get fired. The worst ones, this one and this one. Petbaum out. So after that I'm gonna sell the pharmacy which I built here. Perhaps in the future I'm gonna build another one, but not yet. And the benches, they don't serve any purpose here. So yeah, that emergency was a good one because it gave me around 6,000 if I remember correctly, which was a good amount, plus the money that the patient himself pays. So that was a good emergency. So now basically I'm just waiting for the end of the year before I can build more things. Broken wind. Okay, end of the year. I've managed to reach position 6 in the Hall of Fame. As usual, I'm the poorest here, but I have the most cures, 0 death counts, most visitors as well. So, wow, what's this? The value thing, okay. And this is the main maintenance. I always get this minus 23. I don't know why, to be honest. It's supposed to be that I'm not taking care of my equipment, but I don't think that's true. Okay, so I'm gonna hire this guy who is very good, and I'm gonna set his priority to fixing machinery only. So, like stage diving, remarkably polite and genial manners, okay. Yeah, well, an all-around handyman. Slack tongues and home. Yeah, and now I have some money, so I can perhaps build. Thing is that, yeah, okay, I'm gonna build a cardiogram here. No, bad positioning. Here and here. Okay. And radiators and the plan and the bin. This is like typical thing to do. And the first complaint, as usual. Infectious laughter. And another complaint, I'm fed up, pay me a decent wage, I reckon a raise of 28 should do the trick. Of course you can decline and say good riddance, essentially. But I don't think there's any reason why you should do that. Generally you should just give in to their demands. Whoa, I had a death because my drug was not effective enough. Transparency. So she took the drug, the medicine, but as you can see here, it's only 82% effective. So she became an angel and she died. So so that was a little bit bad, not horrible, because as I've said before, next year if I manage to maintain a count of 0 deaths, then I will get both the no deaths trophy as well as the cures to deaths ratio trophy, so you get double the award in a way. So it's actually a good thing if one of your patients dies 1 year and then after that you never have any deaths again. So one of my consultants has become, I think more than just one. Yeah, 3 of them have become consultants. This is very good news actually. And now now another thing that I'm waiting for is the researcher to research to make all drugs 100% effective. I now see that my researcher is not a consultant. So that's probably why he's taking a little bit longer to research things. Unfortunately, from what I see here, I don't have any researcher that is a consultant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire this one here to be trained to become a consultant, and when he does that, he's going to replace this guy. So your position is in danger. You're going to get fired because I'm not satisfied with you at all. You're doing a horrible job, you're taking too long, and because of you we already had 1 death. Yes, it is true, I'm talking to just a little tune here. I must be losing it. So and another one, a consultant. That's great. In fact, this one is a consultant, researcher, surgeon. In theory, I could put him to work here in the research department, but I don't want to do that because he's also a surgeon. So I don't want to waste his surgeon talents. Instead, I'm gonna. I only want here. You should only have someone who is a researcher only, because surgeons and psychiatrists are a little bit hard to come by. So wow, this one has all 3. So he's a junior, but he can become a consultant. So I'm going to hire him. Boldness, I don't have the equipment necessary for that. Telling lies and making up stories to be popular. Okay, the truth is that now I have an insane number of doctors here and they have nothing to do. So let me see if I can build an operating theater. Yes, of course I can. So I'm gonna get a loan and I'm going to buy another plot area here, and there I'm going to build a ward and a surgeon and an operating theater. Generally, when building a room, you should place as many windows as possible. In fact, the whole wall probably should be one big window or something like that. Anyway, yeah, I was expecting one more bed to fit here. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So that's okay. Five beds in the ward are more than enough. And of course the operating theater, and after that I will not have to send home any patient that requires as usual the problem with the gate. It's not great here, but I think I have no other option. You see, you should always remember that the patient enters and then they have to go here, change, and they have to go to the operating table, of course. So these things should be as close to each other as possible, and as close to the gate, to the door, as possible as well. Let's see, I have an emergency here. What is it? 4 people with bloody head. I can handle that situation, no problem. I'm not sure if you can see my cat. The first patient to enter the operating theater. So okay, she entered and then she walked a little bit towards here. It was not horrible. It's not horrible, the placement. Serious radiation. Okay, so this illness is introduced here. Cause mistaking plutonium isotopes for chewing gum. Okay. Symptoms: patients with this condition feel very, very unwell. And cure: the patient must be placed in a decontamination shower and cleansed properly. Wow, I have a lot of patients waiting for the ward. So I'm going to hire another nurse, and also this surgeon here is just wandering around while he should be here. So I'm gonna have... By the way, I totally forgot about the emergency. I hope it... Yeah, okay. It has been handled well. I was a little bit lucky in this case. I had totally forgotten about it. But luckily, in the meantime, they all got cured. So no problems there. Let's see how the drug research is going. Still far from over. And... yeah, this researcher, I hope he becomes a consultant soon. So, in this level, okay, epidemic. I was going to say something about the staff room, but for now, that will have to wait. I have, okay, basically it's just one person with sleeping illness. I'm gonna attempt, okay, and in fact he's about to enter the pharmacy. He will get cured, so I'm going to get some compensation, which is great. So as I was saying, in this level, my staff room only has sofas. And as you can see, it doesn't really make any difference. So I'm not sure if there is any reason why you should build, why you should buy pool tables and the like. Because anyway, even with a pool table, they complain. So... and they demand a raise all the time, so it doesn't seem to make any real difference. In fact, I wonder if it makes any difference at all. So Aung San whatever, the Burmese Democratic whatever it was, okay. Let him come. I still have idle doctors here, they are not doing anything, and on top of that they're complaining that they need a raise. Okay, I think that's a little bit unfair on their part, but who am I to judge them? Cure another 274 patients, I'm still far from that. Oh, and I'm about to lose because of money issues. So end of the year, some much needed cash. Home. So I think that the main problem here is that the research department is going very slowly, and the reason for that is because this guy is not a consultant. I'm still waiting for this researcher to become a consultant in order to replace the other one. And he's about to become a consultant, just not yet. 99% chance, that's fine. Serious radiation. And now that I see the nurses, I should check if there is... No, there isn't. I wanted to see if there was a better one, because the ones that I have, they are good, they're not horrible, but they are not perfect. And you should always try to have staff with the maximum possible staff ability, because if they are close to a full bar here, they move much faster and they work much faster, and everything is done much faster, and good things happen. So this researcher is just taking an awful lot of time to become a consultant. In fact, he's about to become a consultant. Let's see, this time probably in a few minutes he will turn into a consultant, and then, wow, the Burmese guy was really impressed with the Storming Hospital. When I'm next seriously ill, take me there. You are awful. I hate this guy. I really hate him. He's the main reason I'm not doing extremely well at the moment. But well, at least I have constructed the operating theater, and I'm getting some money from there. I don't have to send home people with illnesses that require an operating theater. The problem right now, okay, he has become a consultant researcher. Sorry to myself for interrupting myself. Yeah, that sounded weird. So I'm sacking, what's his name? Galton. You suck, Mr. Galton, therefore you are sacked. And let your twin brother, apparently, because they look exactly the same, teach you how it's done. So yeah, I think I'm gonna also decrease a little bit the drug research in favor of cure equipment thing. 10% is not a lot, but at least he will research the fracture bones clinic. Probably that will be the next one to be researched. And well, the less patients you need to send away, the better, obviously, 10 people with unexpected swelling. I think that requires an operating theater. This is an insane number of people. You need at least 3 operating theaters to handle this kind of situation. Oh, another patient has died. Probably because of the okay. And now let's see what I can do here. I have a case of epidemic with for patients that have a serious radiation. The problem here is that I don't have the cure equipment at all. I haven't discovered it, so I cannot cure them. So I'm gonna do something which is a little bit horrible, but I have to do it. I'm gonna send this guy home. And you will see here that as soon as you send him home, this time limit ends immediately, and the inspector comes immediately. There he is, in fact. Now, he passes right next to the guy with the epidemic, but it doesn't matter. What really matters is what happens once he reaches here. And if when he reaches here, you have no patient inside your hospital, and when I say inside your hospital, I mean inside here, not in the roads, at least I think so, then that's fine. He doesn't detect anything, and I get a decent compensation, which is a little bit stupid on him, but that's how the game works. And I say it's stupid because he passed right next to the guy with the epidemic. But well, it's only a game, I suppose. Minister of Health wants to come. Okay, I'm honored. So let's see how the drug research is going. Visibility is still not 100%, but I think it's the only one left. So after that, 98% now. After that finishes, then I can focus on research of cure equipment. Okay, I can't build a fracture clinic now. It seems it has been discovered. I just didn't see the message here. So I'm going to build it here. No, actually I'm going to build it here. Yes. Now the reason for that is because, as I said, I think in the previous level, generally you should build rooms that cure illnesses that never have epidemics in other plot areas, so that you don't have to worry about people crossing the street. No, not crossing the street, going to the street. What did I do? I think I built too many. I placed down too many radiators, and I think there was one here, but okay, let them burn in there. Uncommon cold, I can cure that. In fact, he's here. Okay. So you see, there was just one case, this guy, but this one, we don't know what's wrong with her in theory. The diagnosis process is 0. However, the fact that she got the infection means that she also has the uncommon cold. Now, unfortunately, she's going to go to the ward. That's bad, because I don't know why, but the inspector is coming already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send her home, and look at this. This is the Minister of Health. He's just a VIP visiting my hospital. The inspector is about to come. There he is. So that's why I sent her home, because she was on her way to the ward. He would find her inside the hospital, and I would pay a fine. But now, and actually this is a good way to verify what happens if she's still inside the hospital but not really inside the hospital when the inspector checks everything. and you can see that he gave me a compensation even though she was still here. It doesn't count. He only checks what's who is inside the building. So I really needed that cash because I'm still in financial troubles.
Attend immediately in cardio.
I'm still having financial troubles. And here I'm gonna need a psychiatrist. Okay, you come here because we have an emergency. And I think as well that now, yeah, everything must be 100%, 100%, and yes. So now I can focus on cure equipment. Lots of things happening in this level, oddly enough. One of my doctors has become a consultant. The slicer has been researched, and it can be built here as well. It's a nice place to build it. It's a little bit small, true, but it will do. But I built an inflator instead. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, now.
Doctor needed in Slackton Clinic.
So now I have the fracture bones clinic. I have the slack tongue clinic. I think the only things missing now are the decontamination shower and the hair restorer. And a drinks machine here. And a radiator.
Later room. Nurse required in
And a plant. Okay. So, any good nurse? No. This level apparently doesn't have any good nurses. That's okay.
nurse required in
So soon I will probably need another GP's office. Wellness, I still don't have that. Okay, another epidemic. As you can see in this level I have more epidemics than in the previous one. Okay, that's going to be difficult. I have 3 people with kidney beans. Let's see where they are. This one is... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna kick this one out, and then I'm going to hope that this one gets cured before the inspector arrives. This is going to be difficult. Why isn't he entering? Okay, he's waiting for the ward. What happened? They have decided to reward. Okay, that was a mistake of the game, because when the inspector came, I had one patient with the epidemic. For some reason, he didn't see him. Luck was on my side this time. Minus 60. Every hospital in the same area managed to get a bigger share of the population through its doors than you. You should be very embarrassed. Yes, I am. I'm very embarrassed. So, an earthquake. Let's see, I don't think there's any machine that requires immediate attention. So let the earthquake do its worst. Another epidemic, sleeping illness this time. She's going to get cured. And a hair restorer is now available, so I'm going to build it. Perhaps... Well, I don't really have much of a choice. It has to be here unless I buy another plot area. Okay, here. And that's done as well, so the only thing remaining is the decontamination shower.
Epidemic now under control.
Epidemic under control, and I get another compensation.
Attending
It almost looks like
please.
epidemics are a good thing, but don't fool yourselves. It's not really a good thing. Especially in later levels, it's going to be hell to deal with sometimes. So, yeah. 10 people with King Complex. I'm gonna get it, but
Fracture clinic, please.
I'm gonna
Surgeons required in
definitely
operating
need another psychiatric clinic, which I'm going to build here. It's a little bit far from everything else, but it was either here or in the other place that was very expensive. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one. Probably I'm going to sell it as soon as I deal with the emergency. Or perhaps not, I'm not sure, I will see. So let's build it normally, with everything inside. Just in case I decide to keep it. In fact, I'm tempted to keep it more than to delete it. So, I'm not sure about how many psychiatrists I have. I think I had a lot of surgeons, but not so many psychiatrists. Let's see. 1 here, 2, 3. Okay, well I have 3. Okay, that's not bad.
Nurse required in room.
So 1 is already here.
Husband,
Yeah, take a chance.
doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
And the other one,
Office. Doctor, attending
well,
psychiatry, please.
let's wait till they arrive here. It's a little bit far from where the helipad is. In fact,
Hair restoration.
where is the helipad? Cannot find it. Oh, here. Okay, so they had to walk quite a long distance. That was a bad thing. Let's see if they make it on time. I don't think I'm gonna save all of them. I made a mistake in accepting this case, but well, as I always say, at least I tried. You see, they died. One of them became an angel, the other one will burn in hell forever.
Doctor required an inflator room.
So, yeah. Obviously this year I'm not gonna get the trophy for no deaths. But
Two surgeons required
that's
in
okay.
operating theatre.
I don't really need it anymore.
Nurse required. Nurse required in pharmacy.
Again, the Burmese guy. Okay, last time he was impressed. He gave me 4,000 if I remember correctly, so... and another epidemic, and another easy one. Still no decent nurse. And where are my nurses? One of them is here. She's on her way to the pharmacy, okay.
Nurse required in fracture clinic, please.
And the shower has been researched, so all cure equipment have been researched. So now we can focus on diagnosis equipment. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna buy this plot area so that this is better connected. I mean, the western part is better connected to the eastern part, and I'm gonna build a shower right next to the psychiatric room. A decontamination thing, place, whatever. We haven't seen this before. Look at this, it's impressive. Nice color too, purple. And let's read the description. No description? Have I built this before? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I haven't. I don't understand why I didn't get any description for it when I built it. Normally when it's the first time you build a room, you get some kind of description for it. That's okay, I suppose. Okay, should I be worried? This one still hasn't been cured. Okay, now. And I saw queue size 1 in the receptionist, in the reception, which means that soon I'll probably need, and generally I see a lot of people there, probably soon I should consider building another GP's office. This nurse seems good. Let's see if she... No, she's not one of the super fast ones. Okay. But I will keep her anyway. And... this consultant there is doing nothing because there is no trainees in there. I'm gonna hire some. Probably I'm never gonna need them. Probably by the end of the... They will not finish the training before the end of this level, but well. Why is he saying that? Did someone else die? Or was it from before? Anyway, I don't know. Queue size 4. Okay, now it's really time to build another GP's office. Let's see if it fits here and if it will have a decent size. It's gonna be small. No, it's gonna be small for a GP's office. Probably here is a better location. Still not spectacularly big, but it will do. At least it's better than where I tried to build it first. You will notice that I always buy a fire extinguisher, even for rooms that don't have any machinery. I'm not sure if it makes any difference, to be honest with you. Probably it doesn't, because... Probably it does, actually, because if I remember correctly, it says that the more objects that you have in a room, the happier your staff is. So I suppose it makes some kind of difference, even though they never really have to use it. The truth is that the description of the of the fire extinguisher says that it minimizes danger from malfunctioning machinery. I'm not sure if it actually makes any difference in rooms where you actually have some kind of machinery. 2 people with the squids. Remember, 6,000. That means 2 people. Gonna attempt to cure them, but this one is going to the cardiogram. Okay, he will stay within this building and then he will go to the GP's office. Hopefully he will not go to this GP's office, because if he does, then he will need to leave the main building and go through here. And as soon as he leaves this door, the inspector will come. So no, he's going to this GP's office, so he will stay within the building, and he also infected another guy, but that shouldn't be a big problem because they're... Oh, and another guy. Okay, this is getting worse, but now they're both queuing for the hospital, for the pharmacy. Unfortunately, the nurse decided to leave at a very bad moment, so I'm going to get another nurse to go to the pharmacy and cure them before it's too late. Because the inspector is about to come, actually, and they have both been cured, so no problem. 8 people with serious radiation. I'm gonna handle it. Probably I will not manage to cure all of them. In fact, I'm gonna build another decontamination room here, just with the machines, nothing else, because this one I'm definitely deleting it after I finish with the emergency. Some benches here so that they sit down here instead of elsewhere. No radiator. Okay, I have two good doctors here. Well, they're juniors, but they are specialized. Okay, so let's see.
Doctor required in inflator
Here they go.
room.
Here they are.
In decontamination.
Now, this time, you see, since I bought this area here, they can come through here and through this door, as opposed to that time with the King Complex thing, when they had to come all the way
Required in room.
around the hospital. Yeah, so end of this year as well. This time, wow, 60. Why? Because you have lured more of the population in your hospital than has visited all the other hospitals put together. So the exact opposite from last year, when I had too few visitors, according to this. So that's good news.
Attending psychiatry, please.
I had to replace this one because it had been used many times and it was waiting for a handyman, but oh my god, where is the doctor? Come here.
Two surgeons required in operating theatre.
Come on.
Two surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor
Okay, so this one
examination.
didn't make it. So I saved 9 out of 10 I think. No, 7 out of 8. Another angel. So I'm gonna sell this decontamination. It didn't go perfectly, but not horrible either.
Doctor required in
I'm gonna build a blood machine so that you can see it. It's first occurrence in this
required in GP's office.
level. It's kind of funny how it works, as with everything else in this game, I suppose. Yeah, it looks weird, this machine, which is supposed to be just to get blood from the patient. Blood machine is a piece of diagnosis equipment which checks the cells in a patient's blood to find out what is wrong with them. Okay. And also, I'm gonna build a scanner here so that it's close to the GP's office. I probably have said it many times already, but I really like the scanner. I don't know why. Probably because it's very effective. I mean, when they come here, they never have to go to any other diagnosis room. Well, they will have to go back to the GP's office, but he will definitely know what's wrong with them after that. By the way, I just noticed, because I said he, and I was thinking maybe I should say he or she, but this game is actually a little bit sexist in the sense that there are no female doctors, only nurses. And in fact, there are no male nurses in this game, which is also rather sexist. So yeah, if it were on IMDb, probably people would start saying sexist, racist, animal cruelty, all that kind of thing. But it's not, so I'm not even certain what this thing is. Oh, it was the epidemic. So do I'm a little bit lost right now. Okay, so I'm getting a compensation. I guess the situation was handled by itself. So, I think I'm moving around too fast, and this will probably make you dizzy. So an X-ray here, and no, it doesn't fit here. Very optimistic of me. So I need to buy another plot area. I'm gonna buy this one. I'm gonna build the X-ray here in this area. First, I'm gonna give her a raise to shut her up. No, wait. It doesn't let me build the X-ray. Infectious laughter epidemic. There were supposed to be 2 of them. Where is the second one? I guess the second one still hasn't got infected. So hopefully... Well, I'm gonna make sure that she gets healed, cured as fast as possible. Yeah, okay. So now I can build my X-ray in peace. The X-ray is a machine that I don't like. Now, I don't really have a very good excuse for that, or even a reason for that. I just don't like it. I prefer the scanner for some reason. I feel like it's not as effective as the scanner, and probably it's not, but it's actually effective, so it doesn't really make sense that I don't like it. Oh. Probably an obsession of mine. One more attempt to get a decent nurse, nothing. We haven't seen the blood machine in use. That's my fault, because it has been used twice already, but I wasn't there to see it. So I don't think there is anything else I can build that I haven't already, right? The general diagnosis, have I built it? No. I haven't built a general diagnosis, and it's supposed to be one of the first rooms that you're supposed to build. So I'm gonna build it here, just for the sake of it. It's probably useless if you have a, if you have a scanner, an X-ray, and all those much more advanced machines. I don't think you need a general diagnosis room, but well. And I have an emergency waiting. Let's see what it is. 3 people with gallstones. This requires an operating theater. I'm gonna handle the situation. We'll see. It's a little bit risky, because you know that the operation takes a little bit of time. In fact, I'm curious to see how long it takes. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna time it or whatever. So let's see. Of course, they don't need to go, I think I've said this before, they don't need to go to the ward first, otherwise it would take ages. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's about 10 seconds plus the time that they need to get dressed, to get undressed and dressed. So let's say 15 seconds more or less. It's a little bit slow. So you can see that 3 patients only, and I was about to run out of time. So you have to be very careful when accepting this kind of emergency. Okay, gut rot. here. Uh-oh, there is a machine that is in trouble. Where is it? Where is it? Where the hell is it? Oh, the hair restorer. Here, I'm gonna replace it altogether.
Nurse required in ward. Nurse required in ward.
Uh-oh. For some reason, the inspector is coming already. Okay, there's no way to avoid a fine now, I think, unless he bugs again and he fails to see that I have... No, he didn't. He's gonna give me a fine of 12,000. I think he gives you, in the hard difficulty, he gives you 6,000 per infected person that he finds. So that's 12,000. In theory, I could have directly admitted to having an epidemic and paid 9,000, but, well, I decided to try to handle the situation, but I failed. It happens. At this point, unless they overdo it with the epidemics, I shouldn't have any problem. I have another epidemic now. Okay, that one is here and here. I'm gonna send this one away. Hopefully she will make it on time. I'm also going to cure this one. This nurse needs to come here. What is she doing?
Nurse required in pharmacy.
Okay, send home, and the inspector enters now, so I'm gonna get a compensation. Yeah, I did get a compensation, and the year has finished as well. 40. Okay.
Nurse required in. Doctor, attending psychiatrist.
So now I have a very high reputation, 945. What do I need? I need... Basically, I just need to get to $200,000. I just need money now. But with all those epidemics, I don't know. I'm not even sure what happened. Probably the patient got cured as soon as I decided to accept the challenge, and I get a compensation, a very small one this time. Hey, the Ministry of Health has become quite mean.
Warning, epidemic alert. Doctor needed in Slap Top Clinic.
So now, once again, I've reached a point where it's essentially just a matter of waiting for the level to end.
Two surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please.
And the thing is that I don't have many patients in the hospital. Not so many as to build more things, like a second pharmacy perhaps, or another GP's office. I already have 2 of them. And in fact, this one only has 1 person waiting right now, so I don't know why, even though my reputation is quite high, I don't have so many patients in the hospital. As you probably saw, I had 2 consultants available here, but I don't think I need them anymore. I tried to hire this psychologist here so as to place him inside here, but I realized that I don't have more chairs. In theory, I could edit the room, add 1 more chair, but I think that would be... I don't think it's worth the trouble, because they are already in here, they're getting trained. If I do that, then I have to place them again, and I just cannot be arsed to do that, so... It's okay. Of course, in theory, I could have placed him inside the training room and he would be standing up. To be honest, I'm not sure what happens in that case if he gets trained. Those are situations that I've never tested. I've been playing this game for quite a few years, but some things I just haven't tested.
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre.
So yeah, from time to time you should be scanning the area. You should be checking the status of your equipment. Make sure that they are not damaged. Okay, so here you can see that the inflator room has reached level strength 2, so it definitely needs to be replaced. At some point, if they repair it, if the handyman repairs a machine too many times, at some point you just need to outright replace it. So I have another epidemic. This one here, I'm gonna vaccinate her so that she doesn't infect anyone else, because I saw that if I wanted to admit having an epidemic, I would have to pay 12,000, which means I must have 4. Where is she going? That's bad. Okay, you have to leave. So yeah, 4 by 3,000 is 12,000. That's second grade or something. So they find me. I guess there was someone else I didn't see. Okay, I'll remember that. Ministry of Health. And more handymen here. It is indeed quite funny that the handyman is responsible for repairing high quality equipment, quite sophisticated equipment, and at the same time he is responsible for sweeping the floor. You know, sometimes you might say this is not realistic. I mean, this shouldn't be happening. You should have some kind of different staff for that. But I think that sometimes if you try to make a game extremely realistic, wow, that was a big fine, 18,000. I need to be careful with those epidemics. So as I was saying, if you try to make a game extremely realistic when it doesn't really need to be, you might end up actually removing from the enjoyment of the game, so from the fun. So I think it's better to just find the right balance. And since this is a game that is not really trying to be realistic, I think that the fact that the handyman is responsible both for repairing equipment as well as cleaning and watering plants adds to the fun of the game. To So at the moment, my main problem is those epidemics that come way too often, and I get fined because the truth is that the rooms are not placed in such a way as to avoid epidemics. In theory, I should change the map, so to speak, of the hospital, but I just cannot be arsed to do that either, and I don't think there is any serious need to do that. It is true that it might take a little bit longer to finish this level because of that, but it's okay. I'm gonna try to hire more handymen in an effort to make my hospital cleaner so that I have less cases of epidemics. Not sure if it's gonna work, but well, okay, I have 2 people. Where is the second one? I do not know. Let's see what happens once she gets cured. I have one more somewhere, but probably not infected, because I didn't see any frog icon anywhere. So I'm just gonna have to wait till the time limit runs out and see what happens. I'm gonna place a plant. Place down a plant here. Okay, the inspector is coming. Let's see. Okay, a compensation this time. 8,792, not bad. It's funny that I'm not sure we've seen that before. I don't think we have, but the ones with the contamination, the green guys and girls, sometimes they go to the psychiatrist for diagnosis. It doesn't really make much sense. I mean, it's damn obvious what they have, right? So the next step in theory would be for those guys here to become consultants. Why did I hire this guy? He's just a... well, I'm not gonna really need those. Okay, maybe I will, because I just had one consultant abandon me. Okay, if you think you can find a better place to work, good riddance. I will not be blackmailed by you. I'm gonna replace the operating table. Strength 5 times used twice. Generally, when you reach those levels of strength 5, 4, etc., I think it's better to just replace the machine. Because if you get some kind of earthquake, you might be in trouble. Well, if you have replaced the equipment when you were relaxed, I think it's better. Or here, strength 3, that's ridiculous. Well, wait, I'm gonna wait till he gets cured and then I'm gonna replace the machine. Strength 21. Slack tongue, strength 8. It could be better, but that's alright. Very good, your plants are thriving, or whatever he was going to say. One of my doctors has become a consultant. A surgeon, actually. That was good. Still not possible to hire a decent nurse, but at least I got a decent handyman. I think there was another one. Well, this one is not going to be super fast, but let him water the plants. A computer, yes. The computer, I didn't buy a computer. I forgot about it. I think that when it was researched, I didn't have money, so I forgot about it. I think it's a little bit too late to buy a computer. I'm going to repay the loan, as this guy recommended, and he's right. We should also be placing down some plants and radiators in the corridors so that people don't get cold. And the plants, just because they look nice, I think that it makes the people happier as well. 7 people with fractured bones. Yes, I can handle the situation, I believe. But there is no nurse in there at the moment. I'm gonna have to move one of them. But which one? I'm gonna move the one that was in the pharmacy after she cures this one. Now, Oh, wait. This one is going there, yes. Okay, so no need. And let's see. Once again, we see the importance of good placement of the machine on a straight line with the door.
Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please.
So yeah, as I've said before, this machine just removes the cast and that's it. That's the cure.
Doctor required in X-ray.
Another one leaving. This one was a surgeon. Okay. In theory, it could be because I don't have a pool table and video games in my staff room. I do not know. The truth is that even in previous levels where I had pool tables, they would still complain and leave at some point. So I don't think it has to do with that. Maybe it aggravates the situation a little bit, but I think that overall it's beneficial not to have pool tables. They just take too long to get rested. The doctors, not the pool tables, obviously. Yeah. I'm not sure if clarification on that was really necessary. So I already have 109,000. I'm halfway there, a little bit more than halfway there to the goal, which is $200,000. This guy's in love with me. He wants to come again. The Burmese guy. I really want to build something, but I don't know what to build. Because in essence, I don't really need anything else. 120,000, and now I'm earning money quite fast. In theory, I could use one more GP's office. In fact, I am going to build one more GP's office here.
Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor required in decontamination. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. 2
And
operating theatre.
some benches here.
Doctor needed in hair restoration. Doctor required
And a plant, since I don't have a plant around here. Why not? Not there, not there. I don't like it there. There. The reason I didn't like it there is because I think it was sort of blocking the way in combination with the drinks machine, the cube cup thing here. 141,000. So yeah, I'm training this guy for nothing. He will not be useful to me after all. 155,000. Wow, okay. Just a matter of time now. So this level, I don't think it was very difficult either. The main problem was, as usual, the epidemics. I did have quite a few cases of epidemics, but other than that, I think it was a normal level. And I think that from now on, most levels are going to be like this. I just need to be careful with the epidemics and everything will be fine. Another one leaving. That's too many surgeons leaving my hospital. But I'm not sure if there is any point. Okay, I'm gonna hire some more juniors and them for him. Well, not for the handyman, of course.
Cardio, please.
And the reason I did that was because the one that was teaching here before was a consultant without any specialization. So I wanted a consultant surgeon so as to train these guys, these
Doctor required in GP's
juniors,
office.
to make them specialized in, to have surgeon skills as well, to be surgeons as well.
Doctor required in GP's office. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre.
Of course, another reason why I have so many complaints could have to do with the fact that my rooms are not really big this time. My only regret is that we didn't see the blood machine in action, but well, don't worry about that. We'll see it in one of the other levels, quite certainly. I'm gonna stay here just in case. I'm gonna be viewing the blood machine just in case before the end of the level I get someone who uses the blood machine. Doesn't look like it, to be honest. So yeah, 200,000. Probably at the end of this year I'm gonna finish the level. Well, no one seems to be coming to the blood machine, so I'm not going to neglect the rest of my hospital for the sake of the blood machine. Well, everything seems to be running smoothly here. So I'm gonna go. No, I'm not gonna go. It's the end of the year. I've reached the top position in the Hall of Fame. And richest, okay, second, high salary, cure count 719, hooray, and death count only 5. So yeah, I'm doing well, and I think it's the end of this level. Yes. So, congratulations, we at the Ministry are very impressed by your hospital running abilities. You are certainly a golden boy in the health department. We think you'd prefer a slightly tougher job though. You'd be paid a salary of $392,790. Now we're talking big money here. I wish that were real money. But well, the decision is up to you. Are you interested in working at Manquay or whatever hospital? Yes, I am. So this was the end of level 7. Moving on to level 8, and now 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 4 levels left. No, 5 levels left. I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I look stupid doing this, but it's okay. I have 5 levels left. So thank you for watching level 7. And see you soon with level 8.